Sister Perfect, can you hear us? Are you with us? Hello, Perfect, can you hear us? Can you hear me? Blessing, is this your first class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wait, are you the one that I sent this thing for today to listen to?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so were you able to go through some of them?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I believe that you have like an overview, understanding of what we're about to do or what this whole thing is about.
Yes, sir.
So while we're waiting for the rest to come, can you like briefly tell us what you learned? Let's learn from you. Let's learn from what you learned. So just briefly tell us what you learned. Let's see where you are so we can know how to carry you along.
Okay, what I learned is that we should not base on little ideas for the ChatGPT. We should explore our mind, like explore more experience on the ChatGPT.
Should do what?
We should learn more experience from the ChatGPT and discuss maybe business idea
Okay.
or plans.
Is my voice clearer now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So okay, Brother Prince is here. I'm just waiting for once one more person joins to make us 6, then I'm starting. So continue what you were saying while we are listening to you. So you said you learned that what? That we should always do what with ChatGPT. I didn't get that part.
We should experience more like our thoughts and
Okay.
maybe build a plan or a business plan, like an arrangement with
So prior
ChatGPT.
to now, have you been using ChatGPT?
Yes,
Okay. What do you use it for? Basic work or something
I
else?
use it for normally assignments, questions, curious about something. Just ask.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to wait for one more person to join and then we'll start. I thought that all these people were, and I just finished chatting a few of them and they said all of a sudden now their phone is not going through. Okay. Brother Bruce, how are you now? Good evening, sir.
No. How about you?
I'm good though. So I'm just trying to wait for one more person to. Somebody left. Who left?
Nobody. You are completed.
Okay.
Yes, right.
All right. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to be sharing my screen. Are you guys seeing my screen? No. What's this? Are you guys seeing my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
you can see it.
All right. Okay. So today, while we are waiting for the rest to come, we are not going to delay because of them. So for today, we are just going to be I'm going to be teaching you how to create videos because there are some people that are storytellers here. There are people that would like to share their story or maybe bring a form of their creativity, but they want to put it in video, and they've been asking, how can I make like all these videos that you see people make with AI? There are it's at different levels, but for today we are going to be starting at the basic level, at the basic level. That's where we are going to be starting from for today, and then we'll build on it every Friday. So this is how we'll be doing it. There are 4 Fridays in a month. So 2 Fridays will be for practical classes like this. 1 Friday will be for teaching, and then the last Friday will be for interactions. So this way we are going to be having a balanced, we are going to be having balanced classes. It will not be loop-sided. So let's get to it now. So I want to be working with someone's story. At first I wanted to bring my own story, but I'm thinking, I know that somebody has a story. So we are going to be working together. It's a joint class. We are going to be working together. So someone should, somebody who is a writer or is a storyteller should, give us something to work on. So if you have a good story, maybe something in your mind that you've always wanted to see how it would look like if you were to create a video with it. Someone should just volunteer and then tell us a story, and then we are going to use that story to work to create the video. So who is going to be telling us the story? Who has something? Any story at all. It might be it doesn't have to be too long, just something short that will create it and create the video and finish within the class. Within 1 hour we are done. So someone should volunteer and just give us a story that we should work on.
Let's look at story of Ammon and Tamar.
Of who and who?
Ammon and Tamar, the children of David.
Oh yeah, tell us the storyline.
All right. Ammon was in love with his sister Tamar, but he don't know how to approach her. And he was just crushing on her, and the thing was so strong. The feeling was so strong that he could not hide it again. He started feeling somehow until his friend, is it Ammon? I've forgotten the name of the friend. So the friend now saw him and said, why are you looking like this? Why are you not happy? What's the problem? So he opened up to the friend and said, is Tamar my sister, Absalom's sister? So I'm in love with her, but I don't know how to approach her. So the friend now told him that he should pretend that he's sick. So when the father come to visit him, he will tell the father that he wants the sister to come and prepare food for him. So then the father will command the sister to come. While the sister is preparing the food, while you want to eat the food, he will then rape the sister from there. That was what he did. The sister prepared the food, and after preparing the food, he asked everybody to leave the house. I asked her to bring it inside his own bedroom to feed him. In the process, he had her, and that was how he raped her. And it was recorded that the hatred he now had for after raping her was stronger than the love he had before raping her. So I don't know.
So where is this?
And one of the moral lessons is,
okay. So where is this?
Is in the Bible.
We will not be dealing with the moral lessons since we are just creating the story. So what verse, what book is this in the Bible? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I said, what book is it in the Bible?
Sorry, I was not hearing you again. My network logged me out.
I said, what book is it in the Bible?
Where is it?
Yes, in the Bible.
Okay, it's in Second Samuel. I think.
Okay, just tell me the name of the.
Let me
Tell me the
open
name of
it.
the.
Is it
You said the name of the guy
the
was
second
what?
Samuel?
What was the name of the guy? What was the name of the guy?
Amon. Antama.
Ammon. Is it
Amon
Ammon
Antama.
or Ammon?
Is it
Okay.
Antama? Amon. Is it second Samuel?
Okay. I'm coming.
What is the chapter? Something.
All right.
Have you seen it?
No, I'm trying to look at it. All right. So Amnon. All right. So guys, I hope you can see my screen. I'm on ChatGPT right now. You can see, right? I want to be sure you people are following me. All right.
Yes,
So first of all, when you want to create a video content that is in a storyline, the first thing that you have to do is to have the idea of what you want to do first. That was why I said someone should bring an idea. So now he has told us the story. The story is the story of Amnon and Tamar. You know, that Amnon was obsessed with his half sister, Tamar. So instead of dealing with his feelings in a healthy way, he was listening to bad advice and then, decided that he wanted to sleep with the sister and the rest. And now we want to put this in a visual way to tell the story the way it happened in the Bible. We cannot tell exactly how it happened in the Bible, but we are going to be attempting to rebuild that whole scene of what happened. So first of all, we are going to be using our ChatGPT. So what ChatGPT is going to help us to do is we are going to use ChatGPT to put the story together. We use ChatGPT to develop the script. So you guys can see my script in my screen. So I'm going to go ahead to type this. I want to create a video content on the story of Amnon and Tamar. Can you guys see what I'm typing?
yes.
So after having the idea, because I know that ChatGPT already knows the story, you understand? So I'm not going to go ahead to explain it again.
Small. You just read
Sorry?
it for us.
All right. So what I wrote is I want to create a video content on the story of Amnon and Tamar. Then let me just add it in the Bible. Then I now said, help me come up with the script. Then I'm going to click on enter on ChatGPT. Then it has given me a script. It has given me a script now of how it should be. So this is just a raw script, okay? This is just a raw script to just break the story. So it has helped me break down the story. I think I'm going to go ahead to read. So it says, in the house of King David, there was a hidden problem. A man named Amnon became obsessed with someone he could never have, his own half-sister, Tamar. And the Bible says something dangerous. His desire became so strong, he felt sick. Notice this, Amnon, like it has given me the raw script now, but this script is just a script. Like like this, it can't really do any good. It just gives us the overview of the story. Now, for me to be able to create visuals with this script, I'm going to now ask ChatGPT to turn this script to scenes. You know what a scene is? A scene is like in movie, a scene is like a particular, in a movie set, for example, a scene is like every part of the movie is like a scene. So if you have like a parlor shoot, that is the parlor scene, you understand? When you are outside, that's another scene. So I'm going to ask it to turn this script into a scene, and so I'm going to read what I wrote. So I said, turn this script into a scene and create text to image prompts for each scene. So let me explain what text to image prompts are. Now, let's say, for example, look at the script now. It says, in the house of King David, there was a hidden problem. You understand? Now, there is a visual that is supposed to express this part. As the voiceover is saying, in the house of King David, there was a hidden problem. You understand? Now, there is a particular image that is supposed to show why this line is being read. Are you getting me? So instead of having to crack my head to now start thinking of what kind of visual should I put for this scene, I'm going to be using ChatGPT. ChatGPT will be helping me to think of the best visuals to show during this scene. So what I now meant by text to image prompt is that it should give me prompt. You know what a prompt is? We already dealt with that in other classes. So the text to image prompt is what will help me to create images for each of the things that it is going to be given to me. So what will just happen is that when it gives me the text to image prompt for each scene, what I just have to do is to copy the text to image prompt and put it where I'm going to be creating the pictures. You understand? So in that way, my work is faster. I hope you are following me. Are you following me? Are you guys following me? Is there any confusion up to this point? Let me so that I can go back and explain better. Is anybody lost or confused at this point?
Sorry, the first question or the first prompt you asked ChatGPT, what was it?
Okay, the very first prompt, I told it, now I want you to understand, it's not a complicated, now I want you to think it's not a complicated system. It's very, very simple. The first thing you need to have is your idea. You understand? After your idea, the next thing is to turn the idea into a script. You understand? Because your idea is just in your head. If it is not a script, that's why if you go to a movie set, if you want to act in a movie set, when you get there, the first thing that they give you is a script. You get? Now, the purpose of that script is for you to understand, to get the overview of what you are trying to do, to understand your role, to sink into your role. You understand? So now, since we are the ones that are directing this script, you understand? We are going to now ask it to convert this script and break the script down to different scenes. You understand? And then from the scenes, for each scene, we will now create the visuals for each scene. Now, that's why the very first prompt that I put at GPT was to explain the idea. So I told you that I want to create a video content on the story of Amnon and Tamar in the Bible. I now told it to help me to come up with the script for that story.
Okay.
So this was the very first thing that I asked it to do. I already had the idea, which is the story of Amnon and Tamar. You understand? So the next thing was to come up with the script for that idea. So let's say, for example, you want to do a story on, let's use Joseph, for example. You already know the story of Joseph. You understand? So the next thing will be to come up with the script. For me, I am not a script writer. You understand? So that's why I'm using ChatGPT to come up with the script, because that's the purpose of AI, is to help me to fill in the gaps on what I cannot do. You understand? So if I'm doing a story on Joseph, for example, I'm just going to come here and tell that ChatGPT that I want to create video content on the story of Joseph. Help me come up with the script. Already I know that ChatGPT knows the story of Joseph. You understand? So coming up with the script is not a problem. So that was the very first thing, was for me to tell it the idea, which is the story of Amnon and Tamar, and then I had to tell it to help me and come up with the script. I hope you are clear on that, Brother Raphael.
Yes, I am.
All right. So let's proceed. So now we are going to ask you to turn these scripts that we have just created right now into scenes, turn these scripts into scenes. Sorry, I made a mistake. Into scenes and create text to image prompts for each scene. And then we'll send that. All right. So now what ChatGPT has done, it has broken down the scenes now into what will happen for each scene. So you can see here, it says scene 1, it now tells me the voiceover. So that means that the voiceover is what will be said. And then then this is the visual. So it says the voiceover. So this is how the story will start. It will start by saying, not every feeling you have is safe to follow. Then then the next one will now be, he became obsessed. His desire made him sick. Wait, I think this AI has gone to do something else. Okay, I'm coming. Let me reprompt that. Okay, let's do it like this. Now we are going to start with a voiceover. We'll first of all create the voiceover, and then we'll now use the voiceover to break it down. So let's start with the voiceover. Create a voiceover for the story. Create a voiceover for the story. Explain it in detail. Okay, so this is the voiceover. Now it has created the voiceover. Now this is what we'll be using to create the voiceover. There was a man, a prince, the son of King David. His name was Amnon. All right, so I'm just going to copy this because this is what I'm going to be using to create the voiceover. So I'm going to be copying this. This story is long. If you cannot finish it, anyway, we'll stop. All right, so it has created the voiceover for us. So since we have the voiceover now, the next thing now is we are going to be using the voiceover to create the scenes now. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell it to create scenes for this voiceover. All right, so now what it has done is that for each of the voiceover that it created, it has now created the visual direction for each voiceover. So when we are saying there was a man, a prince, the son of King David, then this is the visual that is going to be showing. A wide establishing shot of a royal palace. This is going to be the visual that will be showing when the voice is saying there was a man, a prince, the son of King David. And then it has also given us the prompt to use to create this visual. You get? So it broke it down into scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, scene 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, up to, it's so long, it's up to 17. But I think we'll stop. Even if we can do like 5 to 10 this week, we'll complete it by next week. So now that we have the voiceover and we have the visual direction of how it will go, the first thing that we are going to do, we are going to create the voiceover first using AI. We'll first of all create the voiceover. So what do we do? I'm going to be using free tools throughout this. I'm going to be using.
What is the
What? Brother Abres, what did you say?
I mean, this thing you type to get that. I'm asking what you type to get the.
The what? Hello, brother Bruce, can you hear me?
How the picture will look like.
Okay, so like I said, when after asking it to give you the voiceover, you are going to ask it, just tell it that it should break the voiceover, like tell it to use. Okay, let me just go back to the prompt so that you understand. Now, after we created the voiceover, the prompt was, look at it, they create scenes for this voiceover with text to image prompt for each of the scenes. I don't know if you understand. Do you want me, do I need to should I break this down, like this prompt? Should I explain what it means? Or you understand?
Yes, please do that, sir. No,
I should break it down.
Yes, explain so that we can get clear understanding of it. Yes,
All right. So,
please, I have a question.
Okay, what is your question?
If the prompt you gave to ChatGPT now to create a voiceover, is it going to speak? Like, is it going to like use voice to talk, or is it still writing again? That was I'm not getting. Is it going to be using a voice to speak or write up?
All right. So let me answer you first. So what we are creating with ChatGPT is the written voiceover, is the written one. We are going to be using another software. We are going to be using another app to create the voicing, but we already have the script for the voice. Do you understand? So what we just need to do is copy it and then take it there, and then we'll convert that text to voice at somewhere else, not on ChatGPT. ChatGPT cannot do that. So we'll be using somewhere else to do that. Are you clear on that?
I get it now. Thank you.
Oh, yes. All right. So now let me go back to explaining this place where I said create scenes for this voiceover. Now, you have a story. You understand? You want to tell a story. Let me put it this way. Let me go back again. So you want to tell a story. You understand? After writing your story, let's say you even wrote the story with your hand. After writing the story down, you wrote the story down, and you want to put it in a visual for people to see. After writing the story down, let's say you write, for example, Okon is a boy. He went to the field to play football. He went back to the house and his mother flogged him. Okay, so Okon, let's say when you now start and say Okon is a boy, how are you going to represent that Okon is a boy in visuals for people to see? So you now go to ChatGPT and type something like, get a picture of a boy, maybe standing here or wearing a school uniform. You've created your Okon is a boy now. Then you now start that he went to the field to play ball. That's another scene. Then you now go to ChatGPT and type maybe a picture of a boy playing ball in a field. Do you understand? That is the manual way of doing it. But that is going to be too stressful. So that is why I had to use ChatGPT to create after creating the voiceover, like to creating the script, which is also the voiceover. After creating that, I now ask ChatGPT to automatically break these scripts that we have into different scenes. And then it should help me create the visual for each scene so that I will be able to, because you know that when it comes to video content, it's about being able to communicate what is in your mind. You understand? That is why we have to help ChatGPT to create the images for each scene. So what I mean by text to image prompt is for it to give me the exact prompt, because now I can go and prompt something. You know that sometimes when you are prompting, you can go and type something and then it doesn't come out the way you wanted it. You understand? So one of the best ways for you to really, really express your pictures or make your pictures come out well is to ask the AI to come up with the exact prompt for the pictures. You know why? Because this AI, they understand each other even better than us. You get? So it is better for the AI to create the prompts for the images than me to create it. That is why I asked the AI to create text to image prompt. So what I'm going to be doing with the text to image prompt is just to copy the prompt. You understand? Which is, example, this is the prompt. Like, see the prompt here for this scene 1. 16:1 intro, the prince, there was a man, the son of King David. This is what we'll be showing. This is the visual, a wide establishing shot of a royal palace. Then Amnon standing alone, you understand? And then it gives me the prompt. This prompt here that I highlighted is what we would use to create these visuals. Don't worry, as we do the practical, you will understand it more. So this prompt here, this prompt is what we will be using to create this visual so that it will come out exactly like this. You get? So let's move forward to creating our voiceover first. Let's do the voiceover first. Then after the voiceover, we'll start creating the visuals. So for the voiceover, you can use Google. I'm going to be using free tools. So just make sure that you write this down. We'll be using Google AI Studio. Write it down so that when you are doing your own, you will not be confused. So be writing down all these things, all these different things that I'm using. So we are going to be using Google AI Studio to create the voicing. So when you come to Google AI Studio, this is the interface that you will see. So what you do is, if you come down here, you see where you can see movie scene scripts. Can you see? I hope you guys can see where the cursor is, movie scene script. So you click there. When you click there, you come to single speaker, which means that it is one. If you are doing like a podcast, you can use a multi-speaker. I think Mr. Brains, mute your mic. Thank you. So since Google AI Studio.google.com, that's the website. So you just type AI Studio, just write it down, AI Studio.google.com. Have you gotten it?
Yes, thank you very much.
All right, so that is for creating your voiceover. You can use this for your podcast and use it for single distinct. But for today, we are using it for just single voiceover. When I'm teaching you about how to create podcasts, we'll be using the multi-speaker. But for now, this is where you come to single speaker audio and click here. Single speaker audio. So after creating the single speaker audio, the next thing will be to choose the voice. So you are going to come here and you are going to choose the voice.
Ready to build something awesome today?
So you are just going to listen. You can listen to all the voice, and then the one that you feel like is okay for you, the one that it's okay for you, you can use. So I'm going to be using this Charon. That's the voice I'm going to be using. So remember that we already copied the voiceover. This is the voiceover. The voiceover that AI created for us. This is it. Like this is the voiceover script that it created for us. The full voiceover script. This is it. So I already copied it. So what I will now do is I will head over to Google AI Studio and then I'll paste it in. So when you paste it in, then you run it. That means I'm creating it now. It's going to take a while to create. So we are not going to wait for it. I'm going to go and start creating the pictures. Now, to create your pictures, we are moving now to creating, we'll go back to that when it's done. We'll go back to it. So to create now the visuals, now we are moving to, for today, we are not going to be doing moving images. For today, we are just going to stick to just normal pictures. You understand? Then next week, I'm going to show you how to create moving images. So for this one, we are going to be using normal pictures. So there are different free AI tools that you can use to create your pictures. You can use Gemini, but for this purpose, I'm going to be using Meta AI because I discovered that Meta AI, they have a very, very great quality. When it comes to things like this, their quality is very, very great, and it's almost in HD. When you post it on TikTok or on YouTube or IG, the quality is almost like you are posting it in HD. So you go to Meta. Take note of this. We are using Meta for this particular one. Meta.ai. That's the one we have to be using for this particular purpose. Okay. I'm coming. It's loading. All right. So this one is still loading. All right. So now watch me. So this is, we're about to create scene 1 now. Scene 1. This is the prompt to create the visuals for scene 1. So what you do is come here, you copy the prompt. When you copy the prompt, we'll go to Meta AI, and then we are going to be creating it in, this is your aspect ratio. Now, let me just explain this part. You have 1:1, you have 9:16, and you have 16:19. Now, we'll be focusing on 9:16 and 16:19. If you are creating your content for TikTok or IG or YouTube Shorts, you use 9:16. But if you are going to be creating it for YouTube long video, you use 16:9. Now, what is 16:9 and what is 9:16? Now, do you see this picture here? This is 9:16, which means that this is 9:16. That is the picture, the picture size. Now, 16:9 is a full screen. Let's say, for like example, your TV size is 16:9. Because remember, if you notice, when you are watching a YouTube video, let's say you are using your laptop and you put it on full screen, it will fill the screen. But if you are watching a TikTok or a YouTube short and you put it on full screen, it cannot fill your screen because of the aspect ratio, which is this 9:16. So always take note. So for this one, we are going to be creating, let's say we are creating it for TikTok. So we are going to be using 9:16, which is the screen size for TikTok, for IG, and for YouTube Shorts. But if you are creating a long video, like a movie or a full YouTube video that is like 10 minutes long or from 5 minutes up to 2 hours, we are going to be using 16:9 ratio. But for this one, we'll be using 9:16. I hope you are clear on that. Then you set it to images. You can use either video, but we are creating images for today. Then the next thing is I'll paste in that prompt. The prompt that we copied here, I'll now paste it here and then run it. And then you just give it a while. It doesn't take long. And the good thing about Meta AI is that it gives you options. So it's going to create 4 different pictures, and then we'll get to choose one. The one that we like the most, the one that best represents that thing is the one that we'll choose. So we'll just give it some time, and it has created it. So let's go back and see whether it created what we wanted. There was a man, a prince, the son of King David. Now it says, white establishing shot of a royal palace, then Amnon standing alone in power but emotionally distant. See, it has created it. So which one should we use? Which one should we use? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
We can't see your screen now. Yeah, okay.
You can't see
Let's
my
see it
screen?
now. We can see it now. We can
We
see
are seeing it
the
now.
window
Okay,
for
so
you.
which one should we use? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4?
And 4 is okay.
Should use 4. All right. So let's say you choose number 4, you save it. You go to download, and then you click on download, and then it don't take a while. It has downloaded. Then you do the same thing. Then we'll now move over to scene 2. We copy the prompt. We copy the prompt for scene 2, and then we head over to Meta AI, and then we paste it, and then we create it. Everything in this prompt is important. You can, if you notice, telling it, like if you see dark shadows surrounding you, emotional tension, cinematic realism, 4K. This 4K means the picture quality. So it has created it. So let's say we are going to be using this. I think let's use this one. Let's use this one. I'm tempted for us to do a video, but let's leave that for next week. I wish we could do a video to make it to really look like a cinematic stuff, but let's just stick to videos and pictures for today. And then next week we'll use the same storyline, but we'll create a video with it that they will be acting and acting out the scenes. So let's move over to, let's say we are going to be doing 10 scenes today because time is already going. So let's move over to scene 3. We'll copy it. This is the boring part now. Copying the scenes and creating it. So move over to scene 3. While we are waiting for this voice note was very long. It's still creating. It will take a while. I'm sure before we finish creating these scenes, it should have. Okay. Let me see the one that matches. Let's use this one. Then we'll move over to scene 4. We copy the prompts. Paste it. So this is Tama. Which one? Which of the pictures should we use for Tama? I bet she was very, very beautiful before the brother wanted to sleep with her. So which one should we use for this? I think a lady should, I'll be a guy should answer this one. Guys, which one should we use? Is it 1, 2, or 3, or 4?
Number 3. Use number 3.
Number 3. So that means number 3 is irresistible
Yes.
to you, your temptation. So if number 3 was your sister-in-law, you would not be able to resist her. Is it Brother Raphael that said number 3? Brother Raphael, is it you?
No. No.
Okay, so what scene is that? Scene 4. Let's move over to 5. Let's move over to scene 5.
Use number 1.
Okay, we've passed. Number 1 is looking. Oh yeah, let me just save it. Anyway, we can use both of them. So we are at scene 5 now, right? This thing is taking long. Brother Brains, okay, it is done. Okay, I think the voiceover is done. I want to play the voiceover so we can hear it. Are you guys hearing what they are saying? Can you guys hear from my laptop? I'm going to be playing it now. I want to be sure that everybody is hearing.
There was a man, a prince, the son of King David. His name was Amnon.
Are you guys hearing it?
And he had a problem many people today still don't recognize.
Yes, you can hear it.
All right.
Strong, consuming, persistent. But what he felt wasn't love. Amnon became obsessed with someone he should never have desired.
All right, we have our voiceover. So let's just move on and finish creating our prompts. I think we are in prompt 5 now, right? Okay. I think the ladies should choose this one. Which one are we using for I think this is Amnon now, right? Sister Jessica, which one should we use?
1.
1.
This is Clara.
Okay.
Yeah, that was so.
So we are going over to 6. Let me be copying 7 so that it will be fast. Okay, so we are saying 7 now. We are going to stop at 10 for today, and then we'll pick it up from next so that it will not be too long, so that we can finish on time. So we are creating scene 7 now. This is scene 7. I think we should use this one. It looks like they are really conspiring. Then scene 8. Maybe copying scene 9. So it's taking long. Oh. I hope it's down network. Okay. Let's recreate it again. No. I think I've missed something. The young woman in modest sunshine clothing. Okay. Okay. Brothers, which one should we use? Brother Raphael, which one should we use now?
One.
Okay. Then for the last one, this way we'll stop for today. So we are stopping at she prepared food, did everything right. That's where we'll stop. So at the voiceover, this is where we'll stop for today so that we will not Okay. I think we should use now. If you notice, there is no image consistency. This is just random stuff. We have not. We'll get to where I'll teach you how to be consistent, how to create consistent images in your AI. For example, if you are shooting like a movie, you are supposed to be consistent with the visuals. If you want to be consistent with the visuals, we are not going to be using Meta AI. We'll be using either Gemini or we use Higgsfield. You get. But Gemini, because I want to teach you people using free AI tools. So I think it's Gemini. So later on, I think after next week, because next week is video, then after next week, I'll teach you how to create consistent visuals so that it doesn't look like AI, in all those AI videos on TikTok. All right. So now we have our voiceover and we have our visuals. So we need to tie two of them together now. So for us to tie two of them together in holy matrimony, we'll be using CapCut for this one. We'll be using CapCut. So I'll just go ahead to open my CapCut. Oh, Bob. See, it's already remaining 8 minutes. This 1 hour. So now we're about to tie the audio to the visuals together. Let me see where we stop so that the visual stopped at she prepared food, did everything right. Okay. So the duration of this audio is 4 minutes and 28 seconds, which means that that's how long the video will be. Why is this thing not? Okay, so our CapCut is open. Just give it some time. And then we are in. Now this CapCut is really another that class that so CapCut is your way you will be using to. I use CapCut most of the time. So this is where we'll be editing all our videos. Anything we want to, any video I create, I use CapCut. So I'm going to be I'll try to be very simple so that it does GPT for creating the script. We use the Google AI Studio for creating the voiceover, and then we use Meta AI to create our visuals. Now we're using CapCut to tie everything together because it needs to be one. You understand? Everything needs to be one for it to become a video. So when you come to your CapCut and you get to this point, if you already have CapCut, when you get to this point, the first thing you want to do is to import your video, if there are videos, or your images, your audio, every resource that you'll be using to create that video, you're going to import it and bring them to CapCut. So we'll go to import, and then we'll copy everything that we created. This is everything. So we'll just go ahead to copy it. Put this thing. So now we've imported it to CapCut. The first thing we will do is to first of all put the voiceover. Now let me see where we stop so that I'll cut the remaining out. We stopped at she prepared food, did everything right. So I'm just going to be looking for that.
There was a man, a prince, the son of King David. He still don't recognize. Strong, consuming, persistent. But what he felt wasn't love. Amnon became obsessed with someone he should never have desired, his own half-sister, Tamar. The Bible says his desire grew so intense that it began to affect his body. He became restless, frustrated, almost sick. And that's how you know something is wrong, when a feeling starts controlling your peace. But here's where it really started. Not with action, with imagination. Amnon kept thinking about her, replaying scenarios in his mind, feeding a desire he should have starved. And what you feed
So this way we stop food validating.
his cousin, Jonadab. This is wrong. He didn't say, control yourself. He gave him a plan. Pretend to be sick, he said. Ask that Tamar comes to take care of you. And that's how destruction often begins. Not suddenly, but strategically. So Amnon acted sick, weak, helpless, lying in bed, waiting. And when Tamar heard, she came, not with suspicion, but with kindness. She came to help. She came because she trusted him. She prepared food for him, served him, did everything right.
All right, so that's where we are stopping. Did everything right. So now let's tie our visuals, starting from the first one. So this was the first scene. There was a man, a prince, the son of King David. And this was the picture, a white shot of a royal palace and the rest. So we'll look for that first one and then add it.
Excuse me, please. How did you add the voice cover?
Okay, so I explained that when you come to CapCut, you have to, first of all, import all the resources that you'll be using to CapCut. So when you reach CapCut, you just come to import, and then when you come to import and you click it, it takes you to your resource, your document where your folder is, and then what you have to do is copy out the resources. You just mark all of them and then you bring them to CapCut. So when you come to CapCut, all you just need to do is, I don't know, this coming. Let me close some of these things. Just some time. I don't know, my CapCut is hanging. There are too many things in this CapCut. I need to delete some of them. Just a minute, guys. Let me start this all over again. What's the problem now? I don't know why my CapCut is okay. I think it has opened. Let me delete some of these things that I have. The one we're working on just now. Let's go back to it. Because there's no time. It's already 10 o'clock. So back to it. You already have your script. You understand? So once you get to this point, you are not necessarily innovating again because you already have your script. So all you just need to do is make sure that your visuals align to what they are saying at that time. That's just what you need to do at that point, at this stage. Just ensure that the visuals align at that time until you get to the next voiceover before you change it to the next visual. You get? So, yeah. So let's play it.
There was a man, a prince, the son of King David. His name was Amnon. And he had a problem.
Okay, so his name was Amnon. That's where it ends. So what you do is you need to drag here. I don't know why this thing is hanging. You need to drag. This is where he stopped. This is the place where he stopped, where he said, and he had a problem, and he stopped here. That is where the first script stops. So before you get to and he had a problem, that is the first visuals will stop before the second voiceover you get. So and he had a problem is starting from this particular place. This one under here, this place that is blue, this is the voiceover, this is the audio file, and here is the picture. You understand? So the picture must align with the audio. So let me start again. Now listen.
A prince, the son of King David. His name was Amnon.
We'll stop there. So what we'll now have to do is to drag this thing. We'll drag it here. So it aligns. Then we'll now, from here where they say, and he had a problem, is scene 2. So we'll now have to look for what was the visuals for scene 2. The visuals for scene 2 was close-up of Amnon's face, troubled, like restless, and he gave us this. So we'll go back and look for that picture. I think this was it. So we'll now add it. We'll add it to continue from this one. So we'll add it here. So let's look at how it looks like now.
There was a man, a prince, the son of King David. His name was Amnon. And he had a problem many people today still don't recognize.
All right. So
He felt something.
you see the way it changed on its own. So he had a problem many people don't recognize. Let's see where it ends. He felt something consuming. Amnon, person alone, unable to rest. So so when he said he felt something, this is the next scene. So let's look at it briefly.
There was a man, a prince, the son of King David. His name was Amnon. And he had a problem many people today still don't recognize. He felt something. Strong, consuming, persistent.
Now, at this point, it still looks like it's not coming together, but don't worry, as we keep doing it, everything will be coming together. So let's just quickly, for the soft time, let's just quickly tie up everything fast so that we'll finish up. So close up of a young prince. Then he felt something strong. This is scene 3. Scene 4, where it said his own half sister Tamar.
But what he felt wasn't love. Amnon became obsessed with someone he should never have desired. His own
So we'll drag it to here. And then this is where the next one starts. So this is where he introduced the sister.
obsessed with someone he should never have desired. His own half-sister, Tamar. The Bible says his desire grew so intense.
I think we'll just do 6 because of time. Let's just stop at 6 for today. His own half-sister, his desire grew so sick he became weak.
The Bible says his desire grew.
So let's add this.
Tamar. The Bible says his desire grew so intense that it began to affect his body. He became restless, frustrated, almost sick. And that's how you know something is wrong, when a feeling starts controlling your peace. But here's where it really started. Not with action,
This one is a very long one. So I think we'll just stop here. Let's just stop here for today because of time. Let's just stop here for today and cut out this one because time has gone. We'll continue by next week. So I'm going to cut out the remaining audio. So let's see what it looks like at this point.
There was a man, a prince, the son of King David. His name was Amnon. And he had a problem many people today still don't recognize. He felt something. Strong, consuming, persistent. But what he felt wasn't love. Amnon became obsessed with someone he should never have desired. His own half-sister, Tamar. The Bible says his desire grew so intense that it began to affect his body.
All right. So
He became restless.
all right. If you notice, it looks like it has not still come together. Now look the magic. It's not a magic, something I'm going to do. Let me not say magic when I'm not going to say a magician. Okay. So now here's what I'm going to do. Because it is a static picture. Now don't worry about this part. I'm going to explain it again next Friday. But because it is a static picture, it looks boring. So here's what I'm going to do to make it look not boring. Now I'm going to add what we call a keyframe. Now what the keyframe does is to make the image look like it's moving, so that when somebody is watching it, it doesn't look boring. So I'm going to teach it next Friday. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to quickly tie it together so that you can see it now. Then we'll move next Friday. By next week, we'll look at it better. So I'm just going to quickly just tie it together. Just watch. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I'll teach it again next week, Friday. So you get it by next week, Friday. Let me just rush it over. So what I'm doing is, it's going to look like the images are moving in a way, but they are not moving. They are just static. But just so that it's not boring, so I'm adding the keyframe to make it there's going to be an assignment for this week, so you better be watching well, because all of you, if you like anything you do, you will submit it on the group and we'll see. So now let's look at what it looks like now after adding the keyframes.
There was a man, a prince, the son of King David. His name was Amnon. And he had a problem.
You can see the difference between, like, he's beginning to come to life now. He's not looking dead. Now, let's now add the final thing for tonight. Now it's nice, it looks good, but it feels like there is something still missing. So I'm going to add that thing that is still. Don't worry, I'm going to put this video in the group because we all worked on it. I'm going to add this video in the group, and then all of you will take a look at it this night. So let me just add the last thing to this group I'm going to add something. Let me see, anyone that is okay. So let's start this one first. Okay, let's tie in this one and see how it looks, how it sounds now, if it's better. Anyway,
the sun
coming. Delete this part. Let me use this other one. Okay, so let's see what it looks like now.
There was a man, a prince, the son of King David. His name was Amnon.
I don't like that sound. Let me use this other one. Let me use this one. This one is, you know that your sound is a game changer. The sound you use will determine if people will even watch your videos or not. If there's a sound you will use, and from the beginning,
there was a man, a prince.
See, this one is better.
His name was Amnon. And he had a problem people today still don't recognize.
You can see. So I'm going to cut out. Now this is the final thing that I'm going to add so that it ties together. I'm just going to add a caption. Now your caption is what, I can't add this caption right now, no. Unless I use my other PC, because this particular CapCut is not subscribed. But we can still do that later. So
there was a man,
here's how it looks.
A prince, the son of King David. His name was Amnon. And he had a problem people today still don't recognize. He felt something. Strong, consuming, persistent. But what he felt wasn't love.
All right. We'll view it. So I'm just going to export it and send it to the group so everybody can take a look at it. So this is the point where you
Sorry, sir. I will advise you
ask
send it
questions
to
if there's any question.
WhatsApp
We're
group.
going to answer some. No, I'm sending it to Telegram and WhatsApp. So anyhow you see it. If you don't see it in Telegram, you see it on WhatsApp. Are you people hearing me?
Yes, sir.
I'm going
Yes.
to be sending it right. I'm going to be sending it right now. So now this is the assignment for next week. Everybody will submit it on the group. Like you have to submit it on the group. You're not sending it privately so that we'll all see, we'll all learn from each other.
There was a
Okay, so the assignment for next week is simple. Just do a simple 20-second do a simple 20-second video. Just 20 seconds, not long. Just do something 20 seconds. Tie it up, create your scripts, add your visual, do your visuals, tie it together. Something good. Just come up with something, do it, and then send it to the group. I'm sending this one right away, though. I'm going to be sending it immediately after the class. So I want to know if there is any questions so far. Any question? Jessica, Blessing, Rukewe.
No, man.
I have a question.
What's the question?
The keyframe, we still don't know how you added it.
No, you don't have to worry. Don't worry about the keyframe. Don't worry about the keyframe. Just do the video just do it normal. Just do a normal video. I'm going to be showing you how to add the keyframe next week.
Okay, sir.
All right. So I think that will be all for today because we already spent 15 minutes into the. We already spent 15 minutes. So till next week Friday. All right.